So here, one of the interesting cutscenes where actually I remember us debating about the fact that everybody in this world were thin. There was no fat people and everything. And since with our skeleton and etc. for all the NPCs in the world, we knew that we couldn't address that thing, and we said, well, at least there might be an opportunity to put some, in some instances, like in cutscenes, to cover the fact that it's not everybody in the world that is thin, right?
Yeah, and we really wanted Josie to be the manager of this, to be slightly heavier than everyone else in the game.
And it was this argument about it would be tough to animate and stuff like that, that it's not going to look good.
That was nonsense.
Yeah, but it was a tough one. But finally, we managed to make her slightly more heavy than other characters.
Yeah, and I remember that there were certain people on the team who really were against it, and they were just saying it'll look weird visually, and having a really thin terrorist with this heavy woman just won't work. And I never quite understood the heart of those things, but in the end, it works out really well. And it makes for a really good hostage situation, which is definitely improved.
Yeah, for me, I was loving this. This was one of my favorite scenes because I said, from sound point, there was so much to play with because you got the riot, the terrorist attack that's sort of happening outside, but you got the riot police coming in to handle it. You got cops coming in. You've got a hostage situation. So I mean, the tension level's on 10, which is great. The one thing that was funny when the scene first came to me is we had almost nothing of Josie crying and whimpering, and I thought for a situation like this, the hostage should definitely be like sobbing and whimpering through the whole thing. So we started by adding that, which brought a lot of life to her character during the scene. Like even when there's nothing going on, you can hear her kind of whimpering and sobbing. And I remember, I think we worked a week just getting the timing for the sound. There's a point where a helicopter beam comes right through the room, and I wanted the sound of the helicopter to come with it, to come really close, so it sounded like, they're just, patrolling around and waiting for this guy. That took like almost a week, and again, like JF always says, it's funny how what seems to be the simplest thing can cause so much headaches and be so complicated. Like, you're like, we're just sinking a damn light with a sound, but it took forever. But once all the elements came in, this was one of my favorite scenes in the game because I love the actor who played Zeke. I thought he was so good. And his performance, along with Jensen's performance, all the sound, the outside stimuli, her sobbing, it just brought the whole thing together.